Greetings, beautiful earthlings. I know you guys haven't seen me in a very long time, and as you can hear from this situation, I'm sick. I'm very sick. I've been very sick for a long time. It's been probably about 2 months that I've just been like nonstop off and on sick, and I'm so tired of it. Like, I haven't been able to do much of anything. I missed about 2 weeks worth of work this month, and I'm so over it. But in this whole week, I stayed home from work. I've had a lot of time to think, and I wanted to talk to you guys because I know, first of all, I forget about YouTube all the time, like outside of just uploading TikTok videos to YouTube. I haven't really been making too much content here, and you know, there's a reason for that. You guys know, as of the past like year, my workload got crazy. I'm about to leave that job, and I think that my workload might also pick up again at that point. So it's getting really hard for me to make content, but this isn't a I'm quitting YouTube video. You guys know I go through these lulls where I'm like, I really want to talk to you guys, but I feel like I'm not like presentable as far as YouTube standards go. But like my real ones that have been here with me, y'all seen me at my worst. Okay, so this is just what it is. This is just what I look like. You know, sometimes I look like this. I be looking cute sometimes, but like that's like maybe 5% of the time. I am literally just dying. It's fine. But what I wanted to talk to you guys today is something that's like really been really heavily weighing on me, because you guys know I'm a tarot content creator, right? And about three or 4 years ago, when I started making this as a tarot channel, tarot was not so big in culture like it is right now. There's been like a really big uprising in society, or at least in my side of society, right? Like spiritual TikTok, a huge rise to the point that anyone who's on the spiritual side of TikTok has scam accounts made of them, right? So if you guys are not on social media very much, you probably don't see this a lot, but it's something that a lot of us creators have had to deal with over the past year or two, not only on TikTok, but on Instagram. And now on Facebook, it's starting to become more prevalent, where if you have a name in the spiritual community, be it medium, witch, tarot reader, anything, spiritualist, healer, right? Anything of that sort, there are scam accounts made of you that are preying on people, sending people DMs, trying to add them as friends, trying to get money out of them, saying that, you know, your family's been cursed, and if you don't like book a reading with me right now, like I'm the only person that can remove this curse. And then they like take your information, steal money from you, things like that, right? There are now I first encountered this when I was on Facebook. There were a lot of witch doctors that I don't mean to single this like this country or this race or anything out, okay? I want to make that very clear. It's just something we saw a lot in the Facebook groups, that there were a lot of fake witch doctors that came from Africa. A lot of these accounts were, if you traced back their accounts, either their account or accounts of friends of that account, they were all coming out of Africa somehow. And again, not singling out this country, these people, nothing. This race has nothing to do with anything, okay? But a lot of these witch doctors started there, and then we started seeing them come from everywhere. And it's kind of the same as all scam accounts. Things like emails that you get from people, right, where a lot of them come from the Philippines, or like from India, or from fucking China. I don't know. They come from other countries, and it's people being like, hey, if you don't send me this amount of money, like your whole family's cursed, or your whole world's gonna fall apart, or your family's gonna die in 24 hours. Stupid shit, okay? We've all seen it, those of us in the spiritual community. It just is what it is. We've learned to deal with it. We know, report, block, don't add them, right? But there's been a huge uprising of this, to the point that smaller creators such as myself are also being targeted. And a lot of people in my circle like laugh about it. They're like, oh, look at you, you're a big creator, you have people making fake accounts of you. But it's not funny. This is like a huge thing that we deal with, where now our name's getting tarnished, right? A lot of creators that I know on TikTok, a lot of witches, have had to put up things like special wards, special spells in place, so that if somebody is, like, a lot of creators I know on Witch Talk put sigils in their pictures, like hidden sigils in their pictures, so that if somebody steals their picture and puts it on their account, they're basically inciting some type of spell, some type of return to sender, things like that. There's a lot of witches that I know that have wards specifically for things like that. Like, it's getting really serious, right? This is just one of the things that we incur on a regular basis. Okay, so I've had recently, this affected me to a ridiculous degree, to the point that a lot of people were like messaging me like, what's your problem? Why are you trying to steal my account? Why are you messaging me? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and then they would block me before I even got a chance to respond, right? So it's gotten to the point that on TikTok, the only thing I could do was change myself to a personal account, take my link tree off, and put, you know, beware of scammers impersonating me on my like homepage. There's nothing we can do. On our personal videos, every tarot reader that I know will put the only way to book a reading with me through my website, right? And then I will never DM you, I will never contact you, I will never blah, blah, blah. But the issue with TikTok is if you save that video, you screenshot that video, you can put your own stamp right over it, okay? So it's just it's just annoying. It's just become such a hassle to be a tarot reader, a spiritualist, a healer in in society, right? But we persist because this is what we do, right? This is what we're called to do. This is what we love. So, as if that's not deterring enough, I have recently started to notice the uptick of, I mean, we all have, right? All of us who are in the tarot community, the witch community, we've all noticed, especially on TikTok, the fake tarot readers, the people who will post a picture of like the Tower card and be like, he's the love of your life, book a reading with me now. Just dumb shit, right? A lot of people are using things like oracle cards, playing cards, or crystals, calling them tarot readings, like just really annoying things, like really stripping tarot of its authenticity, which is hard for those of us who spent years learning tarot, right? Tarot itself, I've told you guys this for years, tarot is a college course in and of itself. It is so extensive. You're never going to learn all there is to learn about tarot. And it's growing so much that in the tarot community, you have big mass market publishers such as Hay House, Liminal 11, Llewellyn's, you know, Blue Angel. Like, there are so many tarot publishers who are mass marketing tarot decks, who are just pumping out tarot decks like nobody's business, right? Everybody in the tarot community wants to make a tarot deck. If you were to try to research all of the tarot decks that exist since the past, you know, I'd say 10, 20 years, like, it's just skyrocketed. It has gone absolutely nuts because it's too easy to just make a tarot deck, right? If you have the most base knowledge of tarot, you can make a tarot deck. If you have access to the internet and a and a card deck making site, you can make your own tarot deck. You can produce them yourself, sell them on your own website. You don't even need a mass market publisher, right? So the tarot community, I have felt, is starting to get a little diluted, and it's getting really hard to find genuine content, especially because everybody is trying to sell you something, and it's getting so hard to just be a normal tarot creator, right? When I started this channel, I just wanted to share with you guys my tarot journey, what I learned about tarot as I was learning it. I wanted you guys to learn with me. I wanted you guys to feel comfortable asking questions. I wanted to create a community in which we could all help each other. And that was fine and dandy when I was under 50 subscribers, right? We could all talk to each other. We could all engage with each other. It was really a great, sweet time. It was so nice. It was so cozy. But as I hit 500 followers, 1,000 subs, 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs, going on 3,000 subs, I can't talk to you guys anymore. I can't create that community anymore. And all I can do is share where I am, right? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook group. I can share these resources with you, but if we're not engaging together, there's not much I can do about it, right? And I have started to feel like I got lost in the tarot jumble, because you guys know I used to really only ingest tarot content because I really wanted to give you guys more and more and more, right? I wanted to show you guys my favorite tarot readers that I felt were authentic, my favorite energy readers, my favorite tarot teachers. I really wanted to share with you guys the most authentic, wholehearted, loving tarot publishers, right? Indie tarot creators, these types of things, content creators, like witches that I felt were genuine. Like I really wanted to share these things with you guys so that you guys could weed through all of the bullshit and try to find what little genuine, authentic, loving content I found, right? Maybe through finding the things that I found, you could find your way to more things. But it's just started getting so overcrowded to the point that when I see tarot readings or something pop up on my feed, the comments are literally, I don't ever believe this bullshit. They're all scammers. You're just trying to sell me something, right? I saw one of my friends fall for this and it wasn't good for her. Like, so many things are just so deterring to me as a tarot reader that I have literally wanted to go back into hiding, because this was a huge thing for me, was like coming out as a tarot reader, coming out as a witch, being able to express myself in this way and not feel like I was going to be chased down and drowned, right? And there are so many of us like fighting for this on TikTok. And in the past, I'd say 3 months, since about October, right? I have completely stopped engaging with tarot content. And I'm not like, oh, I'm going back to Christianity. No, I have stopped engaging with tarot content because it's just getting to be so overwhelming to the point where even I don't feel like it's resonating with me anymore. I feel like I was just like constantly searching for some type of tarot content that resonated with me. I was watching all these tarot creators because I liked them. I liked their personality. I liked the messages that they were pushing, but their content never resonated with me, right? There's so many wonderful, amazing creators that I found along the way. And the beautiful thing about the internet is that I was able to get in touch with most of these people. And a lot of these people are going through the same thing that I am. Like, at the end of the day, we're all just people with an app on our phone, right? If our phones and the internet went away, we still have our practice. We still have our, our witchcraft practice, our routines that we do, our spirits that we work with, our tarot that we can do amongst ourselves. And yes, our community would be gone, but we would still have all these things to ourselves. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys, is that like beautiful, special, intimate practice, right? I wanted you guys to be able to find your way to your own practice, if that makes sense. Not just tarot, but in any sense of the word, in any type of spirituality, even if you are a Christian witch, or even if you're Christian or Catholic and all of this just really interests you, right? Even if you are not spiritual, you're atheist, you're pagan, it doesn't matter what fucking labels we put on all of this dumb shit. At the end of the day, we are all just people talking to spirits, playing with cards, right? Playing with crystals, playing with bones, playing with whatever the fuck we're playing with, right? Whatever your tool of choice is. We just want community. And like, that's really what I was trying my hardest to convey and to create for myself. But in searching through all of this tarot content, I feel like I not only lost myself and my voice, but I feel like I lost my purpose in all of this, because I've talked to you guys about this so many times. Like, this isn't a surprise, right? That my channel was not supposed to be a tarot deck review channel. It just turned into that because I had so many people sending me tarot decks as gifts. Again, I am so forever grateful for all of those people that created my channel, right? You guys fucking created the foundation of my channel. I will forever be grateful for that. But my content got lost in the shuffle of all of the deck reviews, not only because of all of the decks that got sent to me. You guys know Liminal 11 started sending me stuff. And then something that I've never talked about here because I was a little bitter about it, Liminal 11 just stopped all communication with me one day. Whether it be because I made that little bitter thing about the what was it? The coloring book, the Cosmic Slumber coloring book, right? Where I was like, why didn't I know about this? Why wasn't I sent this? Because Liminal 11 had sent every project they had to me up until the Cosmic Slumber coloring book. And then I realized they stopped all communication with me. And I tried to reach out to people, right, on the Liminal 11 board. I'm not going to name names. I tried to reach out to them multiple times. They kept telling me to email them. And I was like, if you can respond to me, why can't you just like give me a response instead of telling me to email you? And it just got to the point that they never responded ever. I was never sent another thing again, and I never reviewed another Liminal 11 project again. And I've literally never told anybody this, not even my best friends, because I was like, if they don't want to work with me, I don't need to ever say their name again. I never bought another Liminal 11 project. I never pushed another Liminal 11 project, right? Which really sucks because in my heart, I love Liminal 11. I genuinely do, because they had fantastic products. They had a fantastic team. But as things do, as things progressed, as things moved forward, as they switched offices, they, switched team members, things got lost in the shuffle. I'm just one of the things that got lost in the shuffle, right? And it's fine. I'm just another fucking reviewer on YouTube, right? But at the end of the day, I was a person that they were working with, right? Quote unquote working with. I wasn't getting paid. They were just sending me things. I was reviewing them. Same as the other indie project person that I had recently worked with who sent me something and I reviewed it, right? They were like, I don't care if it's good or bad, just review the product. So again, that's something that was never intended on my journey here on YouTube, right? I never was like, let me review all of these decks in hopes of becoming a deck reviewer. Let me do all of this in hopes of people sending me things, in hopes of people sponsoring me. That was never intended. All I wanted to do was share walkthroughs of decks and my opinions of them. Because when I had been researching tarot decks to try to buy them, that's what I used to watch. I used to watch walkthroughs. And walkthroughs used to irk the living hell out of me because it would be people flipping through a couple of cards and then talking about it and then shuffling the deck and like doing a reading. And I was like, no, I want to see the cards. I want to see all of them. So that's why I created the walkthroughs that I did, where I wasn't talking. It was 2 minutes, cut and dry, just me showing you the book and the cards. Here you go. This is what you want to see. A lot of people don't want to hear me talk. A lot of people don't want to hear the reviews. They just want to see the walkthroughs. And I thought, I have 80 fucking decks. Why can't I take the time out of my day to make a 2-minute video for you, right? But again, I got lost in the reviewing sauce and I started piling up decks. And then I just had this long list of deck reviews on my wall and it was daunting. Every time I would wake up, I'd get up for my day to go to work and, I have my kiddo to get ready for school. And I'd look at my wall and there's this giant list of deck reviews sitting there, this giant list of walkthroughs. And I hated it. I fucking hated it. I didn't want to do it anymore because I was like, really, what am I doing this for? What am I doing this for? I'm not doing this to be a deck review channel, but this is what all my content is. I have become a deck review channel and I hate it and I don't want it. I want to be a teacher, but I don't have the time to create the content that I want to. And the only way to resolve that is to genuinely quit my job and become a full-time YouTuber. And I can't do that. I've literally gotten 2 payouts on YouTube since I got monetized. 2 payouts. You know what my AdSense pays out at? $100. I have gotten paid $200 since I got monetized, maybe 2 years ago on YouTube. So it's not like I'm making bank over here enough that I can genuinely quit my job. And everybody's like, well, you got to commit. That's the thing. Tarot is such a niche corner of the internet that as a tarot teacher, I genuinely cannot quit my job. I can't take care of my child. I can't put her through daycare. I can't pay my bills. I can't fucking eat. I can't move out of my parents' house being a YouTuber, right? And a lot of people are like, not with that attitude, but it just is what it is, all right? I'm a middle class retail worker in society, single mother with a child. I can't. I fucking can't. As much as I would love to, I can't. It's just real over here. That's what it is, all right? Especially because I'm not willing to put on a full face of makeup every fucking day to make you guys a video about what the Fool card means. I'm sorry. I can't. I love you guys so much, but like beginner tarot content fucking sucks. Am I right? Am I right? Everything you run across on the internet as far as tarot, everything you run across in the world as far as tarot books, tarot fucking anything, is all beginner tarot content. Everybody tells you how to be a beginner, what these cards mean, and then no one tells you what to do after that. No one talks about the types of things as far as intuition goes, about working with your guides, working with spirits, and how you can put tarot into your witchcraft practice, because at the end of the day, these types of things are frowned upon in society, right? We can talk about playing with a deck of cards and how to learn 78 images inside and out, but we can't talk about the real things, right? Maybe, yes, there's a couple of creators here and there that have talked about it, but you really gotta weed through the most shit to get there, okay? I go to the bookstore all the fucking time, all the fucking time, looking for a book that is not beginner tarot. And every tarot book I find, I'll sit there for hours at the bookstore looking at the backs of these things, and they're all beginner tarot. There might be one or two about using tarot in your magic practice, or using tarot to talk with your ancestors, or using tarot in astrology, and that's it. There isn't anything on the market about using tarot intermediately or using tarot masterfully. As far as anything past beginner content, the only thing you're gonna find are class courses online, like the fucking class I've been doing online for, 2 years now that I'm never gonna finish. Tarot with Joe, I don't remember his last name. He has like a course now because he knows the Thoth Tarot inside and out, and he loves teaching that thing. And that's all I found on the internet as far as intermediate or master tarot. You cannot find anything that isn't beginner tarot. And I wanted to create beginner tarot content because, again, it's the most clickable thing. Everybody that gets into tarot wants beginner clickable content that is going to help them the fastest, the cleanest, the most concise way, the most clear, right? The easiest way. They want somebody they can connect with to help them on this journey. But if they don't stay with it and they don't find their own path after that, well, fuck them. That's kind of what it seems like. And I'm just getting so genuinely deterred from the tarot community. Not tarot, okay? I want to make that so super clear. I am getting deterred from the tarot community at large. It's really a problem. And I feel like nobody talks about it. It's really a fucking problem because everybody and anybody that is mass marketing tarot or tarot content in any which way is either only shoveling beginner content down your gullet hole or is selling you something. And I know y'all are too, I am so fucking sick of watching a tarot reading and having blasted across the screen, book your reading here, right? It's annoying. And I have to do it too because of the people stealing my content, because of the people making fake things. And that's why I made a website, is so that I can book readings through my website and get my readings off of Etsy entirely. And then at that point, I don't even feel comfortable making tarot readings anymore. Because for one, every tarot reading I have to do is pulling on the general collective energy. And what is the general collective energy, you may ask? Beautiful looking question. It's always love readings. Now, I, as a tarot reader, as an energy reader, as a spirit worker, I know why that is. And other spirit workers and tarot readers also know why that is. But you as the consumer don't know why that is. So I'm gonna share with you a little tiny secret for the 10 of you that are watching, okay? The reason why general collective readings are all love focused, again, if you don't know who Steve's Love Tarot is, go watch Steve's Love Tarot because he explains this so much better than I ever can. There is a cycle of energy. which renews every year. Some people jump into the cycle like at the end of the year, right? With the Cancer new moon, that's when we start the cycle again. Cancer full moon, excuse me. The Cancer full moon starts the cycle all over again. New soulmates jump into the cycle, and we are pulling on the general collective energy of the soulmate cycle. That is the general collective energy. Why? Because your spirit guides, our deities, all of the spirits that float in the fucking ether that we talk to, they know that the only way that humans are going to pay attention to any type of message is going to be if you pin it on the back of a soulmate. We talk about this all the time, right? The only way that you're going to learn lessons that you need to learn is if you pin it on the back of a soulmate. Now, if your parents are telling you this lesson over and over and over, you're going to say, I don't think that's right, because they're your parents, right? You're not going to listen to them. But if you get a boyfriend that you're so super enamored with, boyfriend, girlfriend, they friend, that you are so super enamored with, you'll listen to anything they fucking say, right? If they tell you the same thing your parents been telling you for 20 years, you're going to be like, God damn, you are right. You are so smart. And you're going to listen to that and you're going to apply it. This has happened to me 1,000 times in my life. And then I tell my mom about it and she's like, I've been telling you that, girl, where you been? It just is. We don't listen until we're listening through the lens of love for some reason, because we're dumb. Sorry, we're dumb. We're love struck. You put either love or sex in the equation and humans will listen, okay? So that's why the general collective energy is pretty much always going to be love-focused readings. How many times have you watched me on TikTok say, I don't want a love reading? And I shuffle and I'm like, give me something that's not a love reading. Give me compliments on my energy. Give me things to work on. Give me goals. Give me something. And boop, first card out is the Lovers. First card out is the Two of Cups. First card out. Every fucking time, okay? It happens to everyone, every tarot reader you watch. And you'll see if you watch any tarot reader long enough, I've been following a lot of tarot readers and I followed them long enough that I see them go through the same frustration I have. I don't want a tarot reading. They shuffle, love read. I don't want a love reading, shuffle, love reading. I don't want a love reading, shuffle, love reading. Give me something else. Give me success. Give me goals. Give me health. Give me something, right? Compliments. Give me something. Give me things to work on. Give me things I'm doing wrong. Give me this. Give me that. Love reading. And you're like, how do I get around it? And it's like, it takes a very disciplined mind to be able to get through the love shuffle and look at these cards and realize, although yes, these can be pertaining to a love reading, how do I read them through the lens of success or through the lens of goals or through the lens of things I'm doing wrong? Because although these are love-focused cards in any other way, how do I read them in a different sort of way? And I feel like that's something that I've never seen anybody explain about tarot anywhere, because it's so important to understand that our brains will automatically pin a love message on anything because it's easy. Because you're looking for information, or not you specifically, but most people who are going to stop on a reading are going to be like, tell me about my soulmate, tell me about my lover, tell me about my twin flame. And it's not just that we're all obsessed with love or our soulmate or whatever the fuck. It's that most of the people who are tuning into tarot for the first time are either love-struck teenagers who are just falling into it, love-struck early 20s, or they have just, sorry, I got a phone call, I gotta finish my thought. Or it's just that they are like just coming across the idea of a twin flame or a soulmate, and they're like, I need answers, right? And that type of energy is so strong and it's so thick and it's so prevalent in the collective consciousness because so many people want answers to things they're not gonna find in books or things they're not gonna find on the internet. And if they do, it's dumb. I'm sorry, it's dumb. How many times have you looked up something about twin flames and you got fed some shit about the Galactic Federation? I'll wait. How many times have you looked up something about twin flames or soulmates and you got something about come to Jesus or something about light and love healing activation, right? Have y'all run across the twin flame cult yet? Because I have. It's a real thing. Don't look that up, please, because you're going to get ads about it. And then you're going to get fed that content. The twin flame cult is a real cult. And it's not about twin flames, and it's not about spirituality, and it's not about anything you think it is. It's some chalky, powdery couple that decided to capitalize on the fact that people are looking up twin flames so much that they were like, yeah, we can get you your twin flame if you come live with us, if you come join our fucking cult. Anyways, I digress. I literally just made this whole video to say tarot is literally getting so muddied right now. And I love doing tarot. I love reading tarot. I want to teach tarot so badly. I want to write a book. I want to be here with you guys. I don't want to create a tarot deck. Actually, I don't, because we don't need another fucking tarot deck on the market. Nobody gives a fuck about me and my drawings, right? But I want to be here for the real reasons, for the things that I feel and see and hear when I'm in that chair, when I light that candle, when I call on my spirits, when I start shuffling cards. That feeling, I want you to know that feeling. I want you to know the truth. I want you to see and feel and hear the things that I do. And it takes a long fucking time to get there, but I want you guys to know that there is something real in all of that. And all of this fucking bullshit that's everywhere else that's trying to deter you from learning tarot, it's just bullshit. It's just noise. It's just mess. It is. And it's hard because it pushes a lot of people away from tarot or from witchcraft or from healing, right? Reiki, energy work, whatever it is they want to do. What was the point of this video start? You just wanted to fucking blab at me for 30 minutes? Yes, but no. Although I have incurred a whole mess of things that I never thought I would run into on my tarot journey. When I started this shit 4 years ago, if you had told me that people would be making fake accounts of me and I'd be dealing with stupid, petty, beginner witches trying to hex me and shit and like bring down my empire, I would have laughed in your face and I would have been like, you dumb as hell. I have literally the smallest following. I am a fucking nobody, and I have had to put up so many wards and so many stupid protections and deal with so many stupid things just for being an open witch on the internet. Okay, it's fucking laughable that anybody would take time out of their day to try to send negative energy toward me in any way outside of just like normal evil eye, right? But it is what it is. This is something that we deal with in this community, okay? It's so fucking hilarious. But it's pushed me as a witch, right? It's pushed me as a creator, and it continues to push me. And a lot of people, I feel like at this point, that didn't have a true vision of a path or a journey or honest intentions would have quit at this point because of the amount of things that I've had to deal with. There have been so many times where I was like, this ain't worth it. It's not fucking worth it. For what? A following? But at the end of the day, I'm not doing it for a following. I'm not. I never was and I never will. It's not for a following. It's not for numbers. It's not for money. It's because this is what I am called to do. This is the path that I have been put on, that I have chosen, not only because I was called to it, right? Okay, we can talk about that in a totally different time. This is something my soul feels called towards. I feel like I was like a psychic in another life or another 15 lives that kept getting like killed for this or something. And I'm like trying to just live out I just want to live out my purpose, right? I am so called to this. I am never going to quit. And I think a lot of those people that are like sending hatred and ill intentions and all that shit, they don't get that because one, you don't know me. You met me on the internet. You met me as like this, greetings, beautiful earthlings. Like, I have fucking squishmallows on my bed. Like, you're gonna be like, oh, she's so cute and she's so sweet and she's easy to take down. You ain't met me. You don't know where I came from. You don't know what's in my soul. You don't know my team, right? You don't know who's backing me up. And I stopped talking about my team. You know why? Because when you know who's on my team, you know how to take me down. Too easy, right? So yeah, you guys might know about who I work with up until this point. You might know that I started working with the angels, right? Because I came from Christianity and Catholicism and I felt safe enough to work with the angels. And my patroness is goddess Aset or Isis. And you know that I work with Loki because I let you guys know that. But you guys don't know who has come to me since then. You don't know who I've started working with since then, right? You don't know who's on my team anymore. And I don't share these things with you guys anymore because now I know that there are people trying to take me down. And the more you share and the more open you are, the easier it is to take you down, right? As much as I wanted to be open and honest with the people of the interwebs about what I was doing and what I was getting into, and I just wanted people to feel safe. Look at that. I just wanted people to feel safe, to flock with me and work with me, right? It's gotten to the point now that like protecting myself and my family and the people that I care about and my empire, that's more important than open honesty at this point. But all of this is just to say that I'm not going anywhere. I didn't make this video to be like, I'm leaving the internet forever, fuck this shit. I made this video to say I'm not going anywhere. Yes, I get deterred every once in a while, and I had to take a break from tarot content because it's disgusting. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. And as a tarot content creator, I can see my content, and it's hard, okay? It's so hard for me because one, I feel that reading because I did that reading, right? When I watch it, not only do I feel it, but I also hear the message and I know what my guides are getting across to me with that reading that I created, right? I know what they're trying to get across to people because I did that reading. I understand it from so many different levels. But when I take a step back out of all of that and I look at it as a person, as a consumer, I'm like, ugh, this is cringe. Why am I watching this? Why is this on my feed? Why am I getting more of this on my algorithm? And I started getting like this distaste for tarot content and I really had to stop. Like I haven't even been watching Steve's Love Tarot for the entire month of December, which sucks. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great, but I can feel the energy. Okay, I'm not dumb. I'm not closed off, right? I'm still doing my thing. I'm still doing all of my practices. I'm still working with my spirits and I'm still like communing with them. But this is something that one of my deities had gotten across to me about 2 or 3 months ago, maybe even before that, when they had come in and they said, like, you are using tarot as a crutch. Like, you're using tarot as a crutch because you're afraid of your power. You're afraid of what you can do and how easy it is for you to communicate telepathically. And you're afraid of that. And you need tarot and all these divination methods to rely on for justification, right? You need some kind of confirmation to say, I'm not crazy. And I feel like that's something that we all go through, not only in tarot, but in witchcraft, in spirit work, in ancestor work, in deity work. We all go through that where we feel like we're crazy. We're hearing things, we're seeing things, we're experiencing things that normal people do not. And that's because normal people are so unplugged from themselves and from the spirit world that they don't see these things that we do. And they had told me months and months ago, you're using tarot as a crutch and you don't need it anymore. They went so far as to tell me, your next step when you open your website is to start selling some of your old tarot decks, because I could not get rid of my tarot decks. I could not. I fucking refused. And I would give some away as gifts, right? I have random people on the internet all the time reach out to me and be like, I really want to learn tarot. I've been watching all of your content. I don't have a tarot deck. I don't have money for a tarot deck, but one day I'll get there, right? I really love this tarot deck you have. That's going to be my first one. They pull at my heartstrings, and you guys know I have been scammed a couple of times that way, but also I know who's genuine by talking to them. And there have been a handful of people that I've sent tarot decks for nothing, for absolutely nothing, because they said these things to me. And that's why I used to do giveaways and shit like that, because there are genuine people out there who really want to get into this, who are either in the closet or they don't have the support or they don't have the money or they don't have the time, the resources, whatever. And I have fucking 80 tarot decks, dude. That's egregious. I don't need that many. I need maybe 5, maybe 10, right? I don't need that many. So they said the next leg of my journey was to start selling my tarot decks, to get rid of them, either gift them or sell them at a super discounted rate, but get rid of them. because it's just creating stale energy. You don't need it. Same thing with the crystals. I stopped buying crystals, fun fact, quite a while ago. Whenever we go by a crystal shop, I'll go look at them and I'll hold them and I'll look at these. And most of the crystals, I hate to burst your bubble, but most of the crystals in these little pop-up crystal shops at the mall or whatever, like the more research I have done, the more I have learned this, okay? Most of the crystals you find in the pop-up shops at the mall or whatever the fuck, they're fake. They're good fakes, but they're fake. And a really good energy reader knows that by holding a crystal. They're pretty, they're fun to look at, but most of them are fake. And every once in a while, I'll buy one for my daughter if she sees it. She's like, Mommy, I really like this rock. Okay, honey, I'll buy you that little rock, right? But I stopped fucking buying them because, one, I was spending a lot of fucking money because I wanted to know what this energy felt like, right? I hear these people talking about the energy of this stone and I really needed one, but I was also not spending the correct amount of money on these high vibrational stones thinking I'm getting a legitimate one, and I wasn't. And half of the stones that I have, I'm sure are fake. There are only like a handful of them that I actually resonate with, and all the rest of them go on the shelf, right? The only ones that I've really ever resonated with that I continue to use time and time again for everything, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, and black obsidian. Maybe black tourmaline, because black tourmaline and some hematite. Hematite kicks ass. But everything else can literally be substituted by those rocks. You don't need all of them. They're pretty and they're fun to look at and they make great decoration pieces. But how many of you are actually sitting down to meditate with your crystals the way that you're supposed to? How many of you are actually using them in rituals? How many of you are using them in spell work, right? How many of you refuse to put crystals in jars of spells because you're like, I can't part with my crystals? That's what they're supposed to be used for, honey. You're supposed to use them. You're not just supposed to put them on the shelf. It's just a waste of money. And that's what my guides have been trying to tell me since I started this whole thing, because not only have I been unconsciously pushing this narrative of like, buy this tarot deck, buy this oracle deck, buy this crystal, right? I didn't know I was doing that by reviewing these things. When I look at the comments on the videos, my older videos, right, my older review videos, most of these comments are, I bought this tarot deck because of you. I bought this tarot deck because of your review. I was iffy about buying this tarot deck until I saw your review. That was never my intention. I was not trying to sell you guys tarot decks. I don't get paid for that shit. I don't want to do any of that. And I think that's a reason that I never got off with my crystal series. I wanted to make a series telling you guys about how I felt meditating with certain crystals, and I really wanted to get into it and I really wanted to talk about it. But again, that's not something that I was called to. I started the series with Moldavite and I wanted to do like updates on my Moldavite journey, and I'm still constantly going through this cycle of working with Moldavite, because Moldavite calls you and then you can't work with it anymore, and then it calls you and then you can't work with it anymore, and it's just like this non-stop off and on with Moldavite. Like, I'm never going to get a definitive read on Moldavite's energy or my journey with Moldavite. I can't be like, my entire life has changed since I bought my Moldavite, because my entire life would have changed without the Moldavite. I was already on the path of changing and learning and growing without Moldavite. You don't need $100 rock this big to change your life. And anybody who tells you that you do is fucking lying to you, because hello, we live in America and everybody wants to sell you something. So if you've made it this far in the video and you don't think I'm like a bitter, crazy person, and you actually hear me out, and you got over the fact that I look like a sick, dying dog today and I sound terrible. Also, I wasn't even able to plug in my microphone because I can't get my stupid phone case off of my phone. It's doing too damn good of a job and I can't get it off. I hope my sound wasn't terrible. I hope I don't sound too terrible, right? I hope this video isn't just a giant mess, and I hope some of you actually made it to the end and actually hear me out. Because all of this was to say there is genuine, real truth in all of this, in everything that I do. There is, and I've always wanted to be real with you guys from the start, from the very beginning of everything that I was doing. And if you guys had ever seen me back in my Facebook Live days, where I was adding everyone and anyone just so that I could pile the numbers of my Facebook Lives and get practice on my tarot readings, I feel like 5 of you know what I'm talking about. But if you guys were there and you see me here today, and you've been through this whole journey with me for like 6 years, 7 years, right? You know that I have been real with you from the start, and I will continue to be real with you. And I want to give you guys my real honest opinions of these things, of these books, of these tarot decks, of these courses, right? Online courses, of these tarot creators, of crystals. I want to tell you guys these. I really genuinely do, because I know not only you want it as someone who's watching me, not only do you want it, I want to share these things with you because I find some really incredible things along my journey. Some fucking mind-blowing, fascinating things that can only be equated to magic. Really, genuinely, I have seen miracles. And 6 years ago, I said I didn't believe in miracles. 100%. I said, I don't believe in miracles. I've never seen one. And I said I had never heard God speak to me. And you know what? Since I have started this journey, not only have I heard God that I used to believe in, I've heard who I believe to be Jesus. I've heard all of these spirits, all of these deities that I work with, all of my ancestors. I have met demons, infernal divine demons. I have gone through so much, right? Working with angels, like you guys don't even understand the immense presence of a genuine angel, okay? They're incredible. And for me to sit there and do a tarot reading and work with an angel in a tarot reading and not just sit there and like panic and start crying is so hard, okay? Because their energy is immense. And that's something I want you guys to know is real, okay? At the end of the day, if I never, ever, ever change my channel around and I still end up doing fucking deck reviews 2 years from now, I hope I don't. Oh, I hope I don't. And I really hope that I can turn my channel around the way that I want to. But I want you guys to know that right here today, Alexa, what's the date?
It's Friday, December 29th.
December 29th, 2023. Today is like the turning point for me. Spiritually, on my path, I'm realizing that tarot content and the tarot community as it is right now, as it's growing and changing and turning into a consumerist thing, is toxic, okay? And I want you guys to know that I'm going to have that realization in my mind for the rest of the time that I'm creating my videos. I even have half a mind to stop doing tarot readings for people. I do. I have thought about this for months. I've turned off my my shop because I kept getting people booking readings, and I love doing tarot readings for people. Don't get me wrong. I love doing tarot. At the core of who I am, I absolutely love what happens when I sit at that table and I am engulfed in this energy and I can see and feel and hear things in such a different way, whether I am under some kind of influence or not, right? I can be 10,000% sober. I can do it in the middle of the day or at night. It doesn't matter where the stars are. I feel that genuine tornado of magic every time I sit at that table and I open myself up to do a reading. And I love it, and I love that feeling. But I don't feel right anymore booking tarot readings. I don't feel right putting my content out there just so that people come to me to book readings, because that's never what it was about. I was never doing this to book readings. And my price on readings has gone up because I wanted to deter people from booking readings. Not because I hate doing readings, but one, because it's hard as hell for me to find time to do readings. If you guys have booked a reading with me lately, you know I'll put that shit off for 2 or 3 weeks because I don't have a day off. I don't, like, ever. And I have been sick for 2 months and it's been so hard for me to get readings out. I had to refund a reading the other day. That felt bad, dude. But I don't want to book readings because I feel like I've seen enough creators do readings for free and say it's not on their journey to get money for readings, that I've started to understand why. And when I first started doing tarot readings, I was told by my team I have to charge, even if it's $5, even if it's just tips. I was told it is an energy exchange, and that's how people show their gratitude for the energy you're putting into a tarot reading, because it takes so much energy to do a tarot reading that they have to give you some type of energy exchange. Even if it's just saying thank you, I appreciate you, I am grateful for this reading, I will, put your advice into practice going forward. That's energy exchange, and not everybody does that, right? So that's what the point of charging for tarot readings was. And I kept getting so like bogged down with tarot readings, trying to keep up with all the readings that I was getting. I couldn't compensate the energy anymore. I couldn't figure out how to juggle all these readings. And that's why I jacked up the price on my readings, because I was like, I'm trying to deter people from getting readings. Like, this is too much. There's too many. I can't keep up with all of these. And it backfired, and I kept getting more readings. And I don't feel right taking that much money for readings. Most of the people I know that charge for readings charge half of what I do for readings. And I know other people who have also done the same thing that charge upwards of $100 or $150 for tarot readings for the same reason. They're like, I can't keep up with the volume of readings that I'm getting, and I need to like try to weed out the people who really want these readings. And they do that, and they're still booking readings at this price, and they're making a killing, and they're making a living off of it. And they're like, well, this must be my path, right? If I'm making a decent living off of this, this must be why. And that's not at all what I ever wanted to do. I never wanted to make a living off of reading tarot. I might have lied to myself at some point in time and said I might be able to make a living reading tarot, but I don't want to. That's not at all what I want to do. I want to be a content creator. I want to teach you guys about tarot. I want you guys to just like hang out with me. I always have. Like, that's all I've ever wanted, is for this, like, fuck the background, fuck the makeup, fuck all of the everything, okay? I don't want a better camera. I don't want a better setup. I don't want to edit my videos and make them look good. I've always done one take shot videos of me sitting in my room looking like shit, because I want to be real with you guys, and I want you guys to know that I'm here for you, and I'm being honest with you, and I want to share my genuine experience with you, just so that you can like vibe with me and be like, hey, I also experienced that, or that's super cool. I wonder if I'll get there on my journey one day, or open your mind to something you never thought was possible. That's it. That's all I've ever wanted to do. And in this time of like me being sick and me being stuck at home so much, and like rethinking my whole life, right? Because that's what fucking happens when you're stuck at home for so long. I just have realized that I have really been like pushing the wrong narrative to myself and accepting it, because I was like, well, if I'm making money off of this, it should be, maybe it's what I'm supposed to do, right? Maybe I should be putting more time into it. And all I'm doing is stressing myself out, trying to put more time into these things, not only putting more time into readings, but putting more time into my shop. Those of you guys who remember the early days of my shop, you know that it was never about me making money off of my shop. It's because I can't make merch on YouTube until I hit like 20,000 subs or something stupid. I can't have a merch thing at the bottom of my videos. So I made a tiny little shop on Etsy so that I can make things for you guys. And I wanted to make tarot bags. I wanted to make affordable tarot bags so that you guys can buy tarot bags from someone who made them with their own hands. You know why? Because I used to buy so many fucking tarot bags off of Amazon, because I had so many tarot decks, that it made me realize everybody else is doing the same thing. You go to Amazon for these things. You're paying $10 for one tarot bag plus shipping, when you can pay $5 for my shitty little cotton tarot bag, and it works the same, and you're supporting somebody who actually made that with their hands because they wanted you to have it. From one tarot reader to another, I wanted you to have a little cotton tarot bag from me, made out of the kindness of my heart, with what little time I have. And that's why I only charged $5 for them. The only reason I jacked them up to $7 is because Etsy had to change their prices. The prices on shipping went up, Etsy's taxes went up. That's why I changed them to $7. But I always wanted my tarot bags to be $5, because I want you guys to be able to buy 2, 3, 4, 5 tarot bags from my shop and pay less than you would on Amazon. That's it. I never wanted to make a living off of my shop. I never wanted to make a living off of reading tarot. And the more I got into it, the more I started selling, the more that people were flocking to my stuff, the more energy I had to put into it, the more I felt like I had to do. Some of you guys remember that little point in time that I made crystal confetti? You know why I did that? Because it was trending on TikTok. You know how much money I made that year on my shop? About $1,000. In 3 months, in the holiday season, October, November, December, I made about $1,000 off of crystal confetti alone. A lot of people have made entire shops based off of crystal confetti because of how well it sells and how easy it is to do. Do you know how fucking stressed out I was? Not only buying all of that shit for the crystal confetti every fucking day, but packing those crystal confetti orders and doing the videos for them multiple times a day on top of my job and having a child. I don't give a fuck how much money I made off of that. I am never doing that again. I've thought about bringing it back as like freebies. I am never fucking selling crystal confetti again, because again, I feel like I'm perpetuating the cycle of not only buying crystals, buying fake crystals or buying shitty crystals, but just buying more crystals because it's cute, because it's fun, because it's hip, because it's trending, and I hate that shit. If there is one thing I am not, it's a contrarian. I never have been, I never will be. And once I started really looking at my content and the things I was doing, and I realized I'm doing what everybody else is doing, okay? I am falling victim to not only the capitalism and commercialism side of all of this shit, but I'm doing it without thinking, I'm doing it without questioning, I am just shoveling money into it, I'm shoveling time into it, I'm losing sleep, I'm being stressed out, I am not healthy, I am just not me, I'm not where I wanted to be, and I'm not who I wanted to be. It's made me feel like I need to cut all this shit off. And I'm going back to my roots, and I'm only going to put things on my website. I'm probably going to take Etsy down, to be honest. I really don't like Etsy, but also some people will only buy off of Etsy. So I keep going back and forth with, should I even keep Etsy, right? That was the whole point of me making a website, was supposed to be to get rid of Etsy, but here we are. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get rid of Etsy, because even I buy things off of Etsy, right? It's hard. It's really fucking hard. I don't like Etsy as someone who sells on Etsy, but I like that I can see things that are handmade from other creators on Etsy, right? So again, this is something that I deal with a lot in my brain that I'm gonna eventually probably weed out. But the only things I'm going to have on my shop now are handmade things. I am no longer going to be selling mass market tarot decks, tarot kits like I used to, right? Jewelry that's just mass marketed. You guys remember I did all the charm jewelry and all that shit back in the day. Crystal confetti. I'm not doing any of that shit. If I can buy it in bulk and sell it to you in a kit, I'm not doing that, because everybody else can do that. You can get it from someone else if you really want to. I am not doing that, because in my heart, in my soul, and who I am as a person, that's wrong in my morals. I hated it. I hated every minute of it, and I hate that I did that, and I hate that I have reviews on my Etsy from those products. I can never get rid of those. But I want to make you things. I do, because I like making things, and I have no reason to keep them. I don't want to sell them to you at a fucking $100, $200, $300 markup. I don't give a fuck if it's a Moldavite, right? I'm not going to sell that to you for $300. I'll probably sell it to you for what I got the Moldavite for. To be honest, I'm not trying to make money off of these things. I'm not sitting here going, here's the cost of this stone plus the cost of all of these things plus the cost of labor. I don't give a fuck. I just want you to take the thing because I made it. I'm like, here, I made it. I'm over it. You can have it. Like, that's it. I want to make things. And I want people to be like, this is a cool thing. I vibe with this thing. Can I have it? And I'll be like, yeah, you can have it. Here. None of this works for me anymore. None of this resonates for me the same way it did before. And a lot of people that I know who have done the YouTube thing, the TikTok thing, I have seen them very swiftly make fools out of themselves for money. And that's not what I'm here for. So yes, I'm selling my tarot decks, and I'm trying every day. I look at my tarot decks, I'm trying to find more and more that I can get rid of, because again, I don't feel called to keep 70, 80 fucking tarot decks anymore. I don't feel called to keep all these crystals around just because they're pretty. I don't touch any of those. If it's not a clear quartz or an obsidian, I don't use it, basically. The only other things that I use in my practice regularly are rose quartz, amethyst, pyrite, maybe hematite if I'm really feeling icky, if I really feel like I need to draw some toxins out of my body. But like, this shit just doesn't resonate with me anymore. And I don't want to sell you mass market products anymore. I don't want to be the middleman between a mass market seller and you. It's dumb. I don't want to have an Amazon storefront. I don't want you to shop on Amazon. I don't want to shop on Amazon. It just sucks. All of it fucking sucks. It's gross and toxic and I fucking hate it. So yeah, I'm probably going to get rid of my tarot decks. I don't know that I'm going to keep buying tarot decks, to be honest. I want to wear down some tarot decks. I have never once worn down a tarot deck to the point that the corners are frayed, and I want to. I love seeing Steve's Love Tarot. He has like 3 tarot decks, and he wears those things down, bro. I want to get to that point. I want to know a tarot deck so much that I have worn it down, and I know it inside and out, and it knows me inside and out, and I can't get rid of it. You know what I mean? I love making tarot bags. I love making jewelry. I'm going to continue doing that. And what I've been doing lately is taking crystals from my own personal collection and making jewelry out of them just so that I can start getting these crystals out of my house. Not because I don't believe in them, not because I don't love them. I just realized I spent a stupid amount of money for nothing because I got wrapped up in watching it, right? I got wrapped up in watching crystal videos, crystal fucking packing videos, crystal confetti videos, fucking tarot videos, tarot review videos. I became a consumer, and I don't want you to think that I'm the middleman for this type of spiritual new age consumerism. So I really hope every single one of my followers at some point in time watches this video, even though I'm not cute, even though I'm not on my background, right? This is important. This is a very important part of who I am, and who I'm going to become, and how my channel and my website are going to change going forward. I made a whole bunch of shit the other night. Like, I put my logo on a bunch of shit, a bunch of sweaters, shirts, mugs, notebooks, everything. And I was like, I could sell this shit. Why can't I? And then I realized I don't want to. I want to wear my logo. Maybe a couple other people that are like friends and family might want to wear my logo because they're proud of me, but I don't want to sell you my logo. I don't want to sell you more shit. I don't want to say at the end of every video, most videos I don't. Have you guys noticed that? Most videos I don't say like, share, subscribe. I don't say go check out my link tree. Yes, in recent times I have been because I have to, because that's the game here, but I hate it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to grow my following. I don't. I'm not here for numbers. I'm not here for money. I'm not. I just want to chill and vibe and talk and rant with the people who want to listen and who want to vibe with me. That's why I used to do cozy corner videos. That's why I used to sit there and drink my little coffee, for the people who actually wanted to be there with me, that wanted to laugh with me, who vibed with me as a person, who cared about me as a person, who cared about me on my journey. And those people who've been with me since the beginning, who still talk to me, who still check in on me, who are still vibing with me, I appreciate all of you so very much. You guys know who you are. I have met some really amazing, genuine people through this whole thing, through Facebook, through Instagram, through TikTok, through YouTube. I've met some really amazing people who have become great friends and great family that I never would have ever without this journey. And I'm so grateful. And I just want you guys to know I'm not going anywhere. I haven't forgotten about you, but my content might change a little bit. And if you've noticed, even on TikTok, I stopped doing tarot readings. And I'm not going to stop doing tarot readings. I love reading tarot, but I don't know that I'm going to keep charging for tarot readings. I feel like it might be when you guys seek me out and ask if I'll do a tarot reading, maybe we can do a tarot reading, right? But I don't know that I'm going to keep doing all of this I'm not a salesperson, guys. I'm not a salesperson. I never wanted to be a salesperson, and I don't want to turn spirituality into consumerism, because that's not what it is, and that's not what it should be. And I feel like this was part of my journey, and it was always meant to be part of my journey, is learning that although energy exchange is important and making a living for yourself is important and being able to support yourself in this 3D world is important, morals are also important, and finding yourself and your heart and your soul and what you're here for is also important. And I really hope that those of you guys who made it to the end of this video feel that from me genuinely, and I hope that you guys vibe with me. I'm really sorry this was a long video, especially it's gonna have cuts. I had to do things in between all of this ranting, and I'm coughing and I need to drink water, right? But you guys remember I used to love Baba Jolie. Baba Jolie always says in her readings that she doesn't charge for readings, she doesn't take tips, she doesn't take gifts, she doesn't take barter, she doesn't take anything for her readings, because reading tarot is a gift. And if you have been so lucky to receive that gift, you should also share that gift. And I'm not saying that I'm putting down anybody who charges for tarot or anybody who charges for any of their services, because you need to make a living. And I know your guides guided you to make a living that way, because my guides guided me to make a living that way. I understand. I'm just saying there's a turning point right now for me, and I don't think that this is how I'm supposed to be making money. Although I would like to get out of capitalistic America and I would like to stop working a 9-to-5 job, it's probably not going to happen. And I have accepted that. And maybe one day I'll be able to like open my own shop and do tarot readings on site and just sell whatever knickknacks I make, right? But you know, maybe that's 20 years from now when my kid is grown up and I can quit working and not be so stressed out about being alive, right? Maybe 20 years from now doesn't exist, and the only thing that exists right now is me realizing what my morals are. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys, is at the end of the day, none of this shit matters. All the things you're fucking buying doesn't matter. All the things you're buying for each other doesn't matter. And all of the things that the people you love are trying to sell you doesn't matter. I hope you guys watch your content creators differently, and I hope you guys see them for what they are now, because I feel like now that I've seen the truth, I can't unsee it, and I'm starting to understand who's real and who's trying to sell me things, and it's really changed how I interact with social media a lot. I've recently only been interacting with memes. I send my friends some memes sometimes, and then I get off the internet and I go either watch some YouTube channels that I really dig and I really vibe with, or I go make some shit, or I go do some chores, right? But like, I can't bear the weight of all of this fucking consumerism anymore. I hope that was all right for you guys to hear. I know that was a lot. It feels like a lot, but I feel like I got a big weight off of my chest, and I needed you guys to hear a lot of that because it's important. Look at Charmander back there sleeping. He's so cute. He's so cute. I'm his little self. Sometimes he looks like Trap-Inch to me, like that, but it's okay. He's cute. He's just sleeping. Anyways, wherever you guys are when this video reaches you, I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Blessed be.